Alright guys, welcome back to J&V Rock County. I'm Jay. V's taking a nap. We've already had dinner. Just never can do things like I want to on my days off. I was going to do a live, do some cracking of some geodes and maybe some cutting, take the saw out on the deck, but it started pouring rain. My guy building the building came over. He did the workbenches. But then I thought, well, Vicky went to the store, went and got some more racks. And I thought, after looking at the workbenches, I'm going to have to put something over top of them. He used plywood for the top, of the benches. So Vicky went ahead and ordered something, but we're going to put some kind of vinyl or something like that over top. With some pattern, whatever, wood pattern or something like that. So it's, protective a little bit from the water, because you know that there's going to be water. So probably have to, I don't know what we'll do as far as the edges and stuff like that, but I don't know if we can wrap it around the edge. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So that's probably going to be at least next weekend before we'll have that stuff in and can finally finish the buildings. He has to drill holes for the drains and electric lines and stuff like that. He wasn't able to do them where there was a gap behind it, the way he attached them to the walls. So it's going to be another week. So still got this room all cluttered up, and as soon as we get all that done, I'm going to be taking everything over there, and I'm going to do a video. I've been doing clips or whatever. I think I've said that. Been doing clips or whatever, so I can show the stuff. But anyways, I've rambled on enough. This is going to be part 2 of the video that I just put out last Wednesday, showing the stuff from Wil Bond, Cajun Rockhound, and I'll probably if I can find it, I'll try to throw in the stuff I got from Phil too, that week that I was down in Texas, and the week that I met up with Will too. So really don't have that much to show on that end, but still some good stuff. So it depends on how long this is going to take. I might make that a separate video. There's still a fair amount of stuff here. Looks like it's all chert, but cool chert. So let me get this turned around and get to showing this stuff. And by the way, I left the UV Beast in the truck, and I can't find the alarm fire, so there's not going to be a UV show on this. So I didn't show UV on the other stuff anyway. So anyways, let me get this turned around and we'll get this going. All right, disregard the table. It's a mess. So I'll start with these 3 little, I think they're just quartzites. Little strawberry. I call them strawberry quartzites. I don't know. But they're cool. I pick these things up all the time. I'm sure that they will tumble, polish up really nice and be pretty. It's almost rose quartz. Just a bunch of pretty local cherts down there, from down there. That almost looked like it could have been pet wood or something, but I think it is just chert. Look at the straps on this thing. That'll be a pretty little tumble. It's not very big. Hopefully it don't waste away to nothing, but ooh, that's a pretty one. Starting to wonder if that had fossil in it, but I don't know. That's pretty wild. Round section right there. Pretty stuff. Excuse me. I think this one's almost too thin to really try and tumble, but I might be able to use the cab machine and make a cab out of it or something. See how that works. I could. I'm trying to think. I kind of could go ahead and get one of the tumblers going. Stage 1. Let it run all week. Oh, that's a pretty one. Yeah, that one's going to be real nice. And this thing just glows. Look at that. That's almost straight chalcedony, I think. I don't think you'd call that one chert. I mean, daggone. Just to show it even better. Uh-oh, well, that ain't gonna work. There we go. Yeah, that thing just... Hey. Right there might be something I can use for that new challenge that they got going on. Anything translucent. I might have to set that one to the side and think about that one. Put it over there. Showed that one. Let's go back over here. That one's pretty translucent too. Maybe it ain't. Looked like it was. And it is in some spots. Definitely got some translucency to it. that's cool. Hmm. Ooh, that's a pretty one right there. It's little, but man, got some good swirly patterns in there, don't it? Yeah, that thing's got some translucency to it too. That one would be a pretty tumble. Almost looks like a bird head. And beak. Almost looks like a what's it called? Skeksis from Dark Crystal. There you go, her. Oh, look at that red in that. Shoot, I wouldn't have thought that that was any kind of red in that. Or yellow for that, but not that yellow. Okay, that one's kind of cool. Just goes to show you, you just never know what's inside these shirts. Look how bright that red is. Okay, that's cool. It's Ulitic. It's like that stuff I found in Missouri. Matter of fact, this is the piece I was thinking of. See if I can get that wet enough. I'll just spray it. It's not quite the same colors, but it's very similar. It's got those oolites all over it. Kind of in layers. I mean, that's pretty similar. But Wil found this in southern Louisiana. Yeah. Okay. Is that more lights in the bottom section of that? Shoot, that one glows. Yeah, I mean these things should polish up with no problem in the tumbler. Okay, this one's pretty wild. Anybody got any ideas on this one? That's pretty wild. Okay. I mean, so many of these they're just somewhere in between or a mixture of probably Chert, chalcedony, even maybe jasper in some of it. Yeah. I mean, there's no sense in sitting here saying blue bean things about the same things. I mean, they're just cool. Very solidified rocks. That's cool. That'd be a pretty cool palm stone if you keep it pretty close to that size. I mean, it's pretty smooth. There are a couple, like, pretty deep kind of cavities that I wonder if I'll have trouble getting the polish. Like right there. Hopefully that wouldn't chip out, but that's pretty. Look at this sucker. Holy crap. It's like this thing cracked right in half and filled in with, I don't know if it's quartz or, looks like it's probably quartz or something. Yeah, that's going to polish good. From a distance, this one just looked like a piece of wood laying there. I don't know. Guess it's probably just a chert or another kind of mixture rock, because it looks like there's some translucency in sections. Yep. This thing looks pretty. Kind of a bluish color, bluish gray. There you go. Oh, that one's got some pretty color to it. Yep. Oh, that's coral. Piece of horn coral, I guess. Look how agatized that is. Very solidified. That should tumble and polish really well. Oof, look at this one. Look how yellow that is right there. Hair. That's a pretty one right there now. That is a pretty one. Yep, should tumble pretty good. You can see, without me trying to shine a light on it, I mean, you can see where there's good translucent sections in that. Look at the colors in this thing. That banding in it. That is gorgeous. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty one tumbled. I'm trying to decide at this point which one's my favorite one. Look down in there. Like floaties in it. Yep. That should tumble well too. This one looks really pretty from a distance there. Lots of layers in this one. I'd almost think that was a stromatolite or stromatoporoid or something like that. Trying to see if I can see any structure that gives it away. I don't know. Is there anybody out there that might know something about this one? Try to show it real good. I don't know. Last one. Well, I certainly didn't show the worst for last, but I didn't show the best either, did I? I mean, that's not bad. But that one's pretty good. This one's awesome. This one's pretty dang awesome. This one right here is pretty dang sweet. That one's pretty sweet. I mean, there's some good ones here. That right there was pretty cool. You know I like it when they got the red and orange together. Red and yellow. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Some pretty cool stuff. I guess you'll know before this part of the, you know, which one I use for the thumbnail, but I got to figure out what to use for a thumbnail. But I might just do a screenshot of that right there. I don't know. Let me get this turned around, guys. Hold on. All right, guys, tell me what you think. I love the stuff. You guys know me by now. I pick up Chert all the time. I don't ever find that kind of Chert hardly with good banding and stuff like that. Do find, you know, there's plenty of places where I found, you know, the all yellow on the outside and then they'll have the red like that on the inside. You know, I found that stuff, you know, but I don't really find that kind of banded Chert. Now, I did find some, not that much. But that's really good stuff, man. And it's funny because I just watched the video, I think it was yesterday on the way home. It was an old video from Dennis the Mineralist, where he was down, you know, with his mom on her birthday, walking around picking up Crowleys and, you know, Cherts and stuff like that. He found a really good one, really good Chert. But I mean, they found awesome Crowleys. His mom found the best. I mean, Lord mercy, I fell in love with that woman. She's 80-some years old and she's out there. It's just like, oh, I don't have anybody in my family that's like that. I've adopted Pat. Patricia Bach is my family now. So it's cool just to have people like that to go out with. And, you know, that's why I like meeting up with people, because right here, it's just me and Vicky. There's nobody that close. I have to drive an hour to get to Pat. Maria, we've been out with her once. Keep talking about trying to get together and go out again. She lives about the same distance away from us as Pat does, in the opposite direction though. Like, we're here, Pat's up here, Maria's down here. So, yeah. Other than that, the only other people I know that's in Rocks are quite a ways away. You know, hour and a half to 2 hours away. You know, you get up around Berea and go over into agate country, and then but they're so hyper focused on Kentucky agate, and you gotta, I don't know. It's a business to them, you know what I mean? It's not, they don't do it just for fun. It's a business. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think. And I'm not gonna do this stuff for Phil in this video. I'll do that in a separate video. But I do have another box. I'm probably gonna do another video right after this one. So if you see this video and then you see another video where I'm no hat, which I usually always have a hat on, but I took it off and I did put it back on. But yeah, I've got the stuff. When Andrew came over, he gave me a box of stuff and gave, well, not just me, but he gave Vicky some stuff. So I'm going to show that stuff too. I want to do a video on that. So let me know what you think. I'm Jay. V's still snoozing, I think. We'll talk to you later. Bye.